Namaste everyone. My name is Supriya Chhabra. Thank you for having me here, MSIT, and thank you for your time, taking out the time to be here today. Now, I am a yoga coach, but I'm not going to make you roll out your yoga mat and start doing Surya Namaskars right here. Don't worry, no planks, no burpees. We are just going to talk about the theme of the TEDx for today. It is unleashing possibilities. Now, just think when we talk about possibilities, these are mostly possibilities that exist within us. So, today I chose this topic, Shakti. Shakti means power. The power you seek is actually sitting within you. And that is what I'm going to talk today about the power that we seek, how to find it within, and how to just be there and understand it, explore it, find it. Now, before we start, I just want you all to stand up wherever you are. Just stand up wherever you are. Just close your eyes. Just take a moment to breathe into your body and take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Now, I'm reminding myself of this moment and offering it to all the divine masters, to the ancient gurus, at their holy feet. May whatever we talk today be serving as a remembrance and reminder for each one of us. Whenever we are confused, whenever we don't know what to do, where to seek, may it come back to us that what we are seeking is always within us. So please open your eyes, sit down, and let's move on from here. So we are actually carrying Shakti within us, each one of us. We always think, can I do this? But remember that you always can. Whatever you are seeking is already within you. Now, how many of you feel that life just throws roller coasters at you? How many of you have actually been into a roller coaster? Okay, a lot of us. So for me, at this moment when I started my journey, my life was actually looking like a roller coaster. So I had given birth to my daughter. It was my second pregnancy. I was really down in the drains. Very, very low on energy, battling thyroid, very low hemoglobin levels, and not able to understand where to move on from here. And it was like I had hit rock bottom. I did not know where to go from there. But that was the exact turning point in my life. I was eating whatever I could lay my hands on. How many of us stress eat? All of us, all the time. Whenever we are stressed, let me pick a packet of chips. Let me put these biscuits into my mouth. Always we are stress eating. In 1.5 months, I had gained 11 kgs. And this was in addition to the 8 kgs I already had postpartum. So I was looking at a lot more weight. And the weight, it was not just in my body. It was weighing heavy on my soul at this point. So I was really not knowing where to go from here. But then I took a moment, stepped back, and just saw that, is this what I want to do? Is this how I want my life to be? And I just went ahead with my life. Because what are we taught? Better job, better placement. All of you, most of you students in the audience, we're always looking at that, right? Best company mein job lag jaye. Can I get my job in the best company? Can I get my best placement? That's what we're always thinking. Exactly what I was having at that time. I joined work back. I was working 24/7 at home. Then there were work deadlines. I didn't know where to go from there. Now, exactly at that point, I felt that life has to go on, so it has to be like this. I was thinking, okay, we have to upgrade, bigger car, bigger house. We already had a house to live in. And we thought that why not go and buy a 4-bedroom flat? I was sitting in a builder's office with my husband, who's also in the audience today. And exactly sitting in that chair is when it struck me, I do not need more rooms in my house. I need space in my own body. And that exact moment, I went home. I typed an email to my manager that I don't think I'm able to do justice to both my roles. I'm going to step down and I need a break. That was the end of my corporate career. 12 plus years I worked with Oracle and Infosys. That was an end. I went back slowly and stepped on the mat. When I went back to the mat, yoga mat felt like a safe space and it felt like a silent prayer. Slowly I started moving to the point where I understood that this is where I'm coming from. Now I want you all to again realize the power of a single breath, what a single breath can do to you. When you just close your eyes, just place one hand on the belly, one on the heart, and just take a deep breath in. Feel your belly expanding. And just exhale. Feel your belly just contracting. Now just a single breath, it just brings us back to the present moment. When I started doing this every day, I was brought back to the real power of what can help this Shakti, this power that is within us rise. And that is when I was also reminded this quote by Rumi, because it's not always on the mat you will feel confident, you will always feel lost 90% of the times. So I just got reminded of this quote by Rumi that you are born with potential, you are born with greatness, you are born with wings. Do not crawl, use them, learn how to fly. So that is when my journey started. Obviously, I didn't start flying in the first minute, but I started to breathe. And the power of breath, we've already realized where it can take us. So when I started doing all these things, what happened in my life? I lost a lot of weight. I changed from a person who was always unhappy, always distressed, to someone who had started living their own life. I could feel the energy within my body. I could feel like myself. I could feel home. So that's my journey from this to obviously becoming a coach. And I did not set out to become a coach. I was just working on my own healing. I was not even thinking I will ever teach yoga when I started learning myself. But one fine day I was walking in my apartment. A friend just came back to me and she asked me, "You are doing so much good yoga. Please teach me. I want to learn from you." And that is how it started. No vision boards, no Instagram stories, no extra 5-year planning, but exactly one human being trying to help the other, one breath at a time. And that is how my journey as a coach began. Having taught lots of people, there is a few things I have learned which helped me in my own healing journey. And these are the 3 things I want you all to carry back today. The 3 M's of real healing. If you make these 3 M's a part of your life, 95% of your problems are solved. Number 1, your mindset. Whenever we think in life, I can't do this, we will never end up doing that. So we have to change that part of self-criticism from I can't to I can. From I am broken to I am becoming stronger. The more you believe that you are becoming stronger, you are going to get there. That is affirming to yourself what you want to be. The power of affirmation. And second, the power of gratitude. Gratitude is something when we start becoming grateful for what we have in our lives, more of what we want to have starts to appear in our lives. And that is how gratitude changes us as human beings. Just think of this moment, the people, the time when you have been grateful for. And you'll see that shift in your energy. Suddenly you'll see that energy rising in your body. And that's how this works. Next one, movement. Now, how many of you exercised today? Oh, I have quite a few hands in the room. Not bad. So I also took 10 minutes to at least do my Surya Namaskars and come to this session after that. So exercise, even 10 minutes. Yogasana practice, strength training, cardio, whatever works for you. It is going to change how your day will look like. It will just release happy hormones in your body. And it's going to make you feel a better and stronger version of yourself. The third most important part, which is the hardest to do, what you are putting into your body, what you're eating, your meals. Now, what you eat is the hardest thing to control because you can still pull out a mat and exercise for half an hour. But how to control those? But when you start to become aware, you start to see that change in your body, that what you're putting in your body will actually make you feel more energetic and you start to eat those foods. So whole nutrition dense food, which actually helps your hormones and does not throw them off. So that's what we are going to focus at. Now, moving on to, how these help me, how these help my energy rise. I've already talked about that. Now, if you actually look at Shakti, it's not something you have to seek outside. It's already sitting in your bones as the strength you're already trying to chase. It is already within you, the one that you are trying to rise. And how do you access that? Start with one loving act. One thing you love. You love movement, start doing movement. Just moving every day. You love to work on your mindset, start doing that. Start with one thing, and that is going to change how you feel, how your life starts to shape up. Now, imagine today I'm not going to leave you with lots of tips or anything you want to remember, what to do, what not to do. I am simply going to let you know whether you are a student, whether you are a man, a woman, a child, a daughter, a son, whatever you are, this energy, this Shakti is there within all of you already. Okay? And this is not like Shakti doesn't mean it's just female. It's the power running through each one of us, be it a plant or a human being or an animal. So that is the one we are trying to access. And when you start doing the right things, that is how the Shakti rises. And when the Shakti rises, the Shiva, it becomes Shiva. And who's Shiva? The conscious one, fully aware, fully awake. And when you become fully aware and fully awake of your actions, your life starts to change, your life starts to heal. Now, obviously, not easy to come back from a point, because even Hanuman had forgotten at a point, right? The strength he had. He had to be reminded. So I hope that, every moment you get that feeling that I cannot do this, you get reminded that the power you are seeking outside, maybe in the external circumstances, it is already within you. It is already sitting right there because you are whole. You are home. And you are her. Because she's running through each one of you. Through me, through her, through him. Everybody. And today I'm just going to end this talk with a simple sutra from the Devi Saptam. And I will share the English translation so that's easier for everybody to understand. I bow down to the energy of the goddess Devi that runs through each one of you as Shakti. I bow down to her. I bow down to her. I bow down to her again and again. Because you are Shakti and you are ready. Today, thank you for holding space with me. Thank you for being here. And thank you for this reminder that it is not just important to be here in this moment, but also to be present and absorb what we have around us. So take this moment to just close your eyes, breathe into the body, take a deep breath in again, and just be grateful for this moment. Let's just gather our energies, be here. Thank you everybody again for being here. You can now open your eyes and remember that next time I don't just want to meet you all in this auditorium or on YouTube, but on the yoga mat practicing with me. Thank you very much. I hope you got value from whatever was shared today. Thank you.